Hey guys, what's up? This is Tom Burkhardt from Car-Revs Daily, here with the magnificent 2018 Lexus LC500. So excited to do this review. Car is absolutely magnificently gorgeous and really, really fast and fun. Let's go for it. First things first, you want to hear this car launch blast off? This 2018 LC500 is one of the hottest cars I've ever had to come review out here on the handling loop. LC500 is astoundingly good. It comes right into this segment hot and competes in the $100,000 price point versus the Maserati Gran Turismo, that SL, Mercedes SL63 and SL550, and then things like the top Jaguar F-Type and even the cheapest Aston Martins. So it's already doing awesome. So for the structure of this review, let's talk a little bit about the LC500's development story, and then we'll talk about its performance and handling feel out on this high-speed loop. And then to close out, we'll talk about the equipment options that are on this particular LC500. So, unbelievably gorgeous, really, really cool car. Even better behind the wheel than it is statically. So where did this car come from? Is it just a 2+2 LFA or like a chopped RCF? No, absolutely not. So the only way Lexus could bring the engine about 5 inches deeper and lower into the platform for a front midship layout was to completely redesign the platform from the ground up. So that's what they did. This is Lexus's general architecture luxury, which is going to underpin all the future rear-wheel drive vehicles from Lexus. So the big advancements, of course, are the relocation of the engine deeply rearward, and then an all-new suspension design for this LC500 that employs sort of like double-jointed forged aluminum wishbones and then extruded aluminum shock towers. Really, really strong and really, really low and lightweight, so they lower the center of gravity of the car and dramatically improve the handling feel and allow for 21-inch tires and bigger brakes and all the benefits that come from those upgrades. So this all-new architecture is basically the first time Lexus has re-engineered a platform, or the first time Lexus has come out with a fully new platform in quite a while. So this is This platform is composite. It's a steel structure with aluminum and carbon fiber body panels. The only body panels outside that are steel are the rear fenders, and the rest are aluminum up front and then carbon fiber in back for like the trunk and things like that. Unbelievably good. So the center of gravity takes a huge step toward the ground, and performance takes a big commensurate step upward. So the LC500 is really just an all-new pinnacle achievement for Lexus, and its rigidity measurements actually show that the LC500 is sounds awesome, but it's even stiffer than the full carbon LFA hypercar. So very, very impressive stuff there. So performance for this LC500 comes in at 4.4 seconds to 60 and 168 mile-an-hour top speed. That is from a 5-liter V8 making 471 horsepower with a 10-speed, a brand new 10-speed direct shift automatic transmission. So this 10-speed is the real game changer for the LC, in addition to its all-new platform, of course, and it really way. It has a really aggressive torque converter lockup in Sport Plus mode and Sport mode versus, you know, in first gear and down low from a stop, it still is slushy and really, really smooth, but in aggressive driving, it is extremely focused. Listen to these downshifts, for example. Fourth, third, second, first. Hopefully that's, I'm in Sport Plus right now, but I have the traction control and stability control on because I'm no fool, and this car is really fun and really, really fast and tempting to push it too hard. So this new 10-speed automatic is a big part of the design mantra for this car, and some of the other big innovations that it brings are fully active dampers and a standard active exhaust. Both of those features are standard on all LC500s, and this active exhaust in particular is delightful and gorgeously loud and proud and really cool sounding. Just ups the drama dramatically, and it does that through active flaps that are engaged at full throttle, even in like comfort mode, that open up. But in Sport Plus, it lets them open up even wider and gets the full amount of breathing going through this motor. And that's how it makes 471 horsepower versus the 467 in the GSF and RCF, for example. So only a slight change for this motor versus existing F-spec Lexuses, but it's a dynamite upgrade. This muffler and sound package is exquisite. Through piping right through the firewall, you get a lot of the induction sonics and a lot more exhaust bellow than any Lexus ever before. So very exciting there. And I absolutely love it. So out on the handling loop here, it is so much fun, so fast, and really pure, a really pure experience. I think that's what most defines the LC500 for me, is the purity of the handling layout and how great its turn-in is, how balanced it feels. It is about 54% front, 46% rear for its weight distribution. The LC500H, it actually does a little bit better and is up to 52 in the front and 48 in back. But really, this balance in distribution and low center of gravity is one of the best that Lexus has ever achieved. And we really, I mean, I obviously a huge, huge deep bow and thumbs up to Lexus. This car is amazing. So even though it is a grand touring, luxury coupe, competing with the rivals that it has, you really need sport credentials that are rock solid for effective competition with cars, as vaunted as that 911 and the SL. And of course, Lexus is very focused on the Aston Martin range for its as a big rival for the LC500, and actually has some data showing that the LC500 is better than the DB11 in some objective handling tests, which is believable, and it's also about half the price of the DB11, so that's good too. So this car has a really superb level of natural handling and fast car ability that really makes it a supercar in my eyes, but it also can be extremely comfortable and extremely smooth and extremely quiet. So for example, I'll go into comfort now, because these guys on the bridge, for example, are not thrilled with me that I've been blasting them with this Lexus super loud exhaust all afternoon. So we'll go into comfort now. You'll see how much quieter it is already. I mean, it really keeps the baffles much more closed than before, unless you get into full throttle, and then it opens up a little bit, but not nearly as loud as it does in Sport and Sport Plus. So in Sport Plus, we really get the full beans, and it's just so fast and so fun. The 4.4 second sprint to 60 miles an hour is not one of the best in the world, but it achieves that without any launch control and without any drama. It just does it just like effortlessly. And that's really thanks to this 10-speed automatic that is divine, is so good, and is a huge upgrade versus any transmissions from Lexus in the past. So there are a couple varieties of LC500. There's a standard car, which comes in from about $92,000, and then atop that you can add a carbon pack with carbon roof, or a performance pack that adds variable gear ratio steering and four-wheel steering for the back. So you have rear-wheel steering in addition to front-end steering on that performance pack car. Or there are sport and touring cars. So we're in the sport pack right now, and that brings the glass roof, some semi-aniline suede leathers, vented seats, and some other goodies like a lane departure warning and blind spot and things like that. And then the standalone options we have on this car are what make it so special in my eyes. We have the $390 limited slip differential from Torsen. So it's a Torsen limited slip diff. Ensures flawless breakaway from the line, and is really extremely aggressively great with traction at all times. Even when it's breaking grip, this car is like violently trying to get you going in the right direction as fast as humanly possible. So that is a great thing. So then, and then the 21-inch forged alloys are about, I think, a $2,600 option, and we come in with a grand total of about $100,800. Is it worth it? Hell yes! Oh my God, this LC500 is an absolute ball. I'm in love with the car. I think it's one of the best vehicles I've ever driven, bar none, and it's certainly the best Lexus money can buy right now. So very, very exciting machine. It's definitely a thrill ride and a half, but can really flip to that sort of calm and Lexus mode. And of course, Lexus is easy to buy, easy to own, great reliability, and very trustworthy brand. So this just really just marks the next step in Lexus's brand evolution, and may also mark the last outing for this naturally aspirated V8. Of course, the twin turbocharged V6 fits in this new platform as it is applied to in the new LS500 as standard, replacing the V8. And this LC500 therefore might be one of the last occasions to enjoy the full naturally aspirated bellow and always on-demand power that naturally aspirated engines deliver. This is a real high-revving gem. This 5-liter V8 is a delight. It makes its 471 horsepower peak at 7,100 RPM, only 200 RPM below the 7,300 RPM red line, and its torque actually doesn't peak until 4,800 RPM and then stays constant until about 5,600 RPM. So really that's a pretty late torque peak, and it makes this a really high revving and delightful engine that makes you work for it a little bit more than the latest generation of turbo cars. Of course, all turbo for the 911 and Mercedes-Benz SL these days. So Lexus comes in as sort of a purist delight, and they've done a fantastic job. This car is outstanding, and I haven't even talked about how fabulous this all-new cabin is, and some of the other fantastic delights of the Lexus LC500. Check for the full review over on car-revs daily.com in a couple weeks, and we will see you soon.